too. But back in Appleton, Wisconsin, Miss Edith Parker knew me as the boy who hated geometry.
Hypotenuse, Lance. Ow!
Miss Parker tried to teach me cosines, but I was too busy trying to entertain my classmates.
You'll never get anywhere in life if you don't learn how to compute the volume of a cube, Lance. Ow!
Well, I never did get geometry, but I did make over $20 million for my last...
Okay, looks like our player is all set.
Well, you know how she...
Okay, folks, we're getting close. 10 seconds.
Best intentions.
80 cell phone check.
6, 5,
Okay, fade to black.
3.
All last Tuesday, all the time.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson. Unless Sergio sent you, then it's none of your damn business who I am. All by yourself? Yeah, well, wouldn't be the first time. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Dick's Dickeys. Don't trust your Dickie to just anybody. Trust Dick with your Dickie.
And so it begins. Okay, to get things started, rockin' some Crocs. Suppose the makers of Crocs created Crocs, a line of comfortable shoes for actual crocodiles. Would the shoes need room for toes? Yes, up to 5 toes per Croc. Yes, up to 3 toes per Croc. Yes, just 1 toe per Croc, or no toe room needed. That's a Croc. You've hit Croc bottom. Yeah, because crocodiles don't have any toes. Let's go with that. No, I'll get this. Crocodiles have 5 toes in their front legs and 4 toes in their back legs. So the Crocs would need 5 toes. I just think it's weird when baby crocodiles wear Crocs. What kind of crocodile parent does that? Here's a good one. Dirty literature. Considering the messy environment the characters in the Grapes of Wrath had to deal with, what cleaning product should they have purchased? Clorox degreaser, CLR rust remover, OxyClean stain remover, or a Swiffer duster? Oil can! Oil can! No, but I must say your wrong answer has never looked brighter. You've been using Clorox degreaser in a poorly ventilated room, haven't you? Watch how easy this is. The Grapes of Wrath was set in the Dust Bowl of the 1930s. Then again, when you're living in a depression, the first thing that should probably get left off the budget is a Swiffer. Next up, you ganja get killed. If he lives to be 80, what are the odds that Jamaican sprinter Usain Lightning Bolt will get hit by a lightning bolt? 1 in 3,000, 1 in 420,000, 1 in 1 million, or 1 in 7 billion? Rastafarang, man. False start. No, these were the odds that you'd get this question right. I'll just cash my winning ticket now. Now pay attention. If you or Usain Bolt were to live to be 80 years old, the odds of getting hit by lightning over your lifetime would be 1 in 3,000. But don't worry, at 80, your odds of hitting a lightning bolt with your Oldsmobile are actually much higher. Here's one I like to call, that state has huge air balls. If college basketball's Final Four were composed solely of representatives of the Final Four states admitted to the Union, which team could feasibly appear in the championship? Oklahoma Sooners, Kentucky Wildcats, Arizona Wildcats, or Delaware Fightin' Blue Hens? Oklahoma was the 5th to last state to be admitted to the Union, and the first musical to be admitted into my heart. You must be smoking bluegrass. Ah, you're sweet for picking Delaware, but, no. One right answer coming up. Arizona was the 48th state to enter the Union, so along with New Mexico, Alaska, and Hawaii, they'd be in the Final Four. And if they got eliminated in order from 47th state to 50th state, that would mean the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors would win the National Basketball Championship.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Buck her up for the Fartful Dodger, and it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a character in a Charles Dickens story or a slang term for a fart. If it's Dickens, press the square button. If it's a fart, press your circle button. Each one right is worth 300. Each one wrong costs you 300. Watch your time, answer quickly, and it'll be a gas. All right, let's get started. Wopsy, Smoofer, Bumble, Buzzfuzz, Flabbergaster, Creakle, Mudslapper. You blew that one out of the water. Close. You just put the fart before the horse a little there. Congrats, you met my not-so-great expectations. Oh, God! Open a window! Who knew that when Charles Dickens... Oops, I think I just made a Tiny Tim. That'll wrap up round 1. And from the look of your score, we didn't get out of there soon enough. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. And hint, hint, our wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting to be picked. All right, you ready? Too bad. It's time for Call Me Cookie. Let's say for Kesha's European tour, she converts her name to Keuroha. Which country would not accept her? Ireland, Finland, Portugal, or Sweden? How do you feel about your last place finish? Hey, have you ever noticed how on a map, Portugal kind of looks like a, face? Accepted forms of currency in Ireland include hearts, stars, horseshoes, clovers, and blue moons, pots of gold, and rainbows, and the euro. Why didn't you pick this? If Kesha converted her dollar sign to euros, she wouldn't be accepted in Sweden, where they use a monetary unit called the krona. You can use krona to buy meatballs and furniture at IKEA. How about X-Men? Suppose you were married to Mystique from the X-Men comics. If you got fed up with her crap and wanted to leave her, what true statement could she make to try to get you back? I can be whoever you want me to be. I would bend steel for you. If you leave, I'll strike you with lightning. Or, you know, I could kill you with my mind. Wrong, and I don't date girls that are stronger than me, which has me limited to a small pool of the over 90 crowd. They're very attentive. You've just made a horrible mistake. You know, the odds of someone picking this stupid answer is 1 in 3,000? I read that somewhere. Can't remember where. Want to see the right answer? Mystique has the unique ability to morph into the shape of anyone she's seen. Which would be all fine and good if she'd do something other than watch Richard Simmons videos.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Next up, read the package carefully. So you know products list their ingredients on their packages in order of most prominent ingredient to least prominent, right?
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right.
And yeah, I'm adding $1,000 for this one. Anyway, arrange these 3 main ingredients of Oscar Mayer light bologna as they appear on the package. Mechanically separated chicken, water, pork. Mechanically separated chicken, pork water, pork mechanically separated chicken, water, pork water mechanically separated chicken, or mechanically separated chicken, water, pork. Time's away. Your answer has a first name. It's W-R-O-N-G. I remember the good old days when we used to separate our chicken, pork, and water by hand. Where did we go wrong? Here's what you meant to pick. There is more chicken and water than pork in Oscar Mayer light bologna. So in a weird way, Oscar Mayer bologna is a lot like us. It's made up of mostly water and chicken.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, if I
Why not try? Books have them big words in them. Which best-selling children's book can be considered an epistolary book? Fun with Dick and Jane, Goodnight Moon, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or Where the Wild Things Are? Goodnight Moon and Goodnight Cash. You found Where the Wrong Things Are. Were you thinking of this one? An epistolary novel relies on a series of correspondence, usually in the form of letters, or sometimes diary entries to tell the story. So if Random House were to somehow get their hands on my life's correspondence with Coolio, it would also be classified as an epistolary novel. Dick and Jane doesn't fit. But you know what always fits? A brand new Dickie compliments of Dick's Dickeys. The comfort of an ascot meets the character of a turtleneck sweater. Who can resist? Dick's Dickeys. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming?
Let's try. It tastes like burning. I enjoy Taco Bell, especially their explosively hot volcano menu at 3:30 in the morning. I'm kind of a health nut. When I'm eating a volcano taco from Taco Bell, what would be an appropriate name for the sauce that erupts out of the taco and onto my lap? Tephra sauce, magma sauce, lava sauce, or plutonic sauce? I guess you like your tacos stuffed with failure. You must have been marinating in some stupid sauce today. This makes about as much sense as a Baja Mountain Dew. The correct answer is molten rock located within a volcano is magma, but as soon as it emerges out of the volcano, it is known as lava. And at about 5:30 in the morning, I usually get to experience an eruption all over again. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see two clues that match, press the X button. $4,000 for a right answer, but if you're wrong, you lose $4,000. And of course,
remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. It's good to be the king. I'm the king of trivia. You hear me, Alex Trebek? Good luck. That's all she wrote! With a perfect jack attack and a pretty decent score going into it, I decree you King of Jack!
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king!
Alright, enough of that. Before your head gets too big for your crown, don't forget. Well, I think we both know you couldn't have done it without your wingman right here. Right, Cookie? The cookster? Old cook dog? Am I right? Just go ahead and send me some of your winnings, converted to actual cash. I'll be waiting. Well, I don't really know what to say to you. Your score isn't great, but it's not bad. Your score is like white walls or packing peanuts or shoelaces. Like, okay, they exist. I don't have much more to say about them. You know how you can't be kind of dead or kind of pregnant? Apparently your score can be barely positive. Positive by the slimmest of margins. Anyway, just kind of interesting. How barely sorta kind of positive could just as easily be negative. Something to think about. Well, you played like a pauper until the end when you became the king of this jack attack. So it was a real rags to a little bit of riches story. Congratulations, your majesty, but never forget. I'd say it's time to wake up and smell the roses, but I think the smell of the, fertilizer you're clearly full of would make that a pointless exercise. Uh-oh. With that score, you have made Cookie very angry. Now drop and give me 20! What? What, Helen? What do you mean I can't do that? Listen, who is in charge? Yes, I am! Yes, I am! Yes, I am! Well, you're not exactly the king of right answers, are you? I hereby deem you the pawn of your own stupidity.
You don't know Jack!
Nice one, folks. Okay, Danny, let us know what we're doing.
Alright, give me the hey sign if you're interested in more playage.
Do my bangs look better swept this way